That's close, isn't it? And push this down and in. Wow, easy. You'll see that I've marked these with white Tipex. The reason I do that is just so when I'm touring and I just want a quick visual check of the bike, I can just have a look and see, yeah, they're still in line. Anyway, T45 Torx, put in a 10mm socket. Because that's on the sensor, perhaps that's not on yours, but on mine it is, I'll just take that cap off, take that out. Then make sure these are lined up. A little bit of wiggling and you can pass the rim quite easily. They're getting low, worth replacing, and I will clean this lot up. Right, the easiest way I've found to get these out is to lift it up and you should see the pad probably drop out. Yeah, there you go. That's close, isn't it? There we go. And that one's pretty close too. Yeah. Easy peasy. And you'll see, I think there's an arrow there pointing that way. That goes back in later, like that, with the arrow upwards. Right, let's clean this caliper. Like with the rear caliper, you're going to need 2 buckets really. And when I say 2 buckets, I really mean 3 buckets. 1, 2, 3. 3 buckets required. If you don't have 3 buckets, well, you've really got to reconsider your position in life. Need a T20 Torx to undo these. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of thread lock on there. Put that somewhere safe. It looks quite high already. When I push the pistons back out to accommodate the new pads, it'll rise a bit more, so what I'll do is I'll take a little bit of fluid out of that. And the easiest way I found to do it was to get some Kleenex. Just take a little bit out. I can always add some later. That reservoir cap off, I should be able to push the pistons in. That should be enough. Just check the reservoir. It's okay. Now the new brake pad should fit in there quite nicely. I'm trying to put the pads back in. There's not a lot left on there. Let's drop this into that lug first there, and right on there you've got to start pushing it against the spring, holding that lug in place, push down and in. There you go, there's one. That looked easy, but believe me, the other side was a bit fiddly. It's about technique. Once you've done this a few times you get the technique. Let me try again, see if I can make it look as simple. That's the spring you've got to pass, so that lug in there. And as soon as it's in there, you don't have to worry about holding the clip at the back so much now because it's in place. As soon as that's in there, bit of force that way to stop it moving out, and push this down and in. Wow. Easy. Yeah, look at that. Let's reconnect this round there. Pop it on. And to get it back on the disc, make sure these are in line, and it will pass the rim. Nice. So before I tighten these up, what I need to do is pop these back in, just pinch them, I've already done the other side. I'm going to operate the brake lever to make sure that the new pads are pushed against the disc by the pistons, and that will hold them nice and square on the disc so the pads aren't mounted slightly pissed. Right, feeling it now. Feeling that's nice and tight. And that's dropped quite a bit. And your T20 Torx, that's been put on there. The lever has been pulled to push the pistons out to set the pads square on the disc. I can now whip these out. A touch of blue thread locker, medium strength, bolt in and torque up to 45 Newton meters. Setting of 45 Newton meters, T45 Torx, 10mm socket. Job done. Take for a ride. I'm just going to squeeze the brakes. Slight pressure on there, turning the wheel. Feels fine. Good job.